We're proud of this guy. We love him. He's so funny. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring to the stage one of our favorites, Michael Costiera. Come on! Get him up here.
How's it going, everybody? So I just want to let everybody know right off the bat that I have Tourette's, and I really appreciate Stand Up University for being so welcoming. Rich, Steve, and Peter. Those motherfuckers! So I was in my dorm room in college. And my RA starts knocking on my door. He's like, I hear multiple complaints that you guys have a dog in here. I was like, well, we don't, but you can check. So he comes in and he starts searching. Then he hears, "Arr, arr, arr." He turns around and he's like, wait, you're the dog? I was like, no, I just have Tourette's. He's like, oh my God, man, I'm so freaking sorry. Just don't piss on the new carpet, all right? My uncle is the best. He tells me, yo, I got this great new spot to pick up weed. Let's go. So we get to the playground. He's like, wait till you get a load of this dealer. I'm like, I don't know about this, man. This seems kind of sketchy. You sure this guy's legit? He's like, why? Is it the way he's dressed? I'm like, no, because he's playing in the sandbox. We got the deal of the century. An ounce for 6 Pokemon cards. We leave, and we see police lights behind us. My uncle's like, hide the weed, hide the weed. Cop comes to the car, and he's like, what were you two doing over at the playground talking to a minor? My uncle's like, you got it all wrong, officer. We were just buying drugs. The officer comes over to me, and he's like, is this true? I was like, arr, arr. The cop takes my uncle's license and heads back to the car, and he hears, that motherfucker! So I saw my grandpa recently, and he's like, you're looking pretty obese. I'm like, thanks, Gramps, but you know being fat ain't all bad, right? If my plane crashes in the Andes, I'll be really warm while everybody else freezes. He's like, yeah, until someone lops your head off with a broken propeller and your dinner for 10. The job market post-COVID has been so competitive, so I've been lying in all of my job interviews. And it paid off. Who knew 6 months later I'd be the head scooper at Ralph's Ices? My scooping hand is so strong now, it's really improved my lack of a sex life. So my uncle tells me he's opening up a hot dog shop called Dirty Dogs. I'm like, why is it called Dirty Dogs? He's like, because we got dirty names for all the dogs. Listen, we got a hot dog with pulled pork called Pork Me Baby. We got a breakfast sausage on some French toast called the Morning Wood. We got the Mandingo, which is huge. And he's like, I was even inspired to make a hot dog after you. I was like, me? What is it? He's like, the pig's in a blanket. So a few years ago, I went on a cruise with my family, and somehow I got stuck with my uncle and his girlfriend. It was late at night, and I started hearing sounds. Sounds I did not want to hear. I was like, please just be eating soup. Please. I was like, let me mess with them. So I flicked the light on, they were eating soup. So my mom tends to date younger guys. I just met her new boyfriend recently, and he's like, what school do you go to? I'm like, I went to New Paltz. He's like, oh, me too. I said, wait a minute. I thought you sounded familiar. You're the dog. Thank you guys so much.
Costiera.